Hey, I work in the building.
What do you do?
I'm an architect.
It's the architect. Adonis Stevenson just mentioned that he would like to basically face the winner of Sergey Kovalev versus Andre Ward. All right, now listen, that's all fine, and would we like to get that fight next? Matter of fact, I ain't gonna speak for we. I would say, well, I'd like to see that fight next. Absolutely, I think a lot of people would love to see a fight between whoever wins that fight and Adonis Stevenson. But man, I've just been thinking like Adonis Stevenson, and I've been thinking about this for it seems like a few years now. But Adonis Stevenson has to be, especially recently, with Andre Ward climbing up and getting that fight that we want to see him have, which is against Kovalev. Adonis Stevenson has to be the most irrelevant lineal champion, just in the game, man. I'm like, this dude is a knockout artist. He's with Heyman. As the phrase goes, he beat the man that beat the man. I mean, it's just like, I'm never seeing Adonis Stevenson, really being talked about as being an opponent. None of these guys want to, just jump in the ring with him. His name isn't thrown out there as much. A lot of times when I see Adonis Stevenson, he's flexing on the gram, and I'm just like, man, that's all nice. You're getting a little bit of change, but I want to see you fight some good names, man. Now listen, there's some solid guys in the light heavyweight division, not too many huge names, but still, I mean, it's interesting how Andre Ward has stole his thunder and hasn't even really fought. He fought one solid light heavyweight, and now he's getting the fight, and everybody's pumped about the fight with him and Kovalev. And he still has to fight another fight before that fight. And it's just like, wow, this is pretty interesting. I mean, there was even talks of people, even throwing out Golovkin versus Kovalev. People were dancing around. I mean, I seen, what's his name? Shoot. What's my guy from the UK? James DeGale, he kind of mentioned, Stevenson's name. He said if he moves up to light heavyweight, but like not even the lower guys are, saying, I could challenge this guy. Like none of the guys with names are going out their way and saying, I want to challenge Adonis Stevenson. And Adonis Stevenson isn't going out there and really, putting on and saying he needs this fight. He wants to get this fight badly against somebody. He just keeps throwing out, I would like to fight for the last couple of years. And it's like, man, you're just fighting a bunch of solid guys, man. Let's get this fight made. Apparently Heyman is talking to Aram. Aram is, Golden Boy's doing work with, whoever. I mean, K2. All these companies can kind of get some work done. It's not as deadlocked as it was, a few years ago. So it's like, at some point, you should be able to make these fights, man. I mean, I know the networks and all of this and all of that, and even if the fight can't be made, it's just interesting. Adonis Stevenson's name just isn't floating around there like that. It's not getting people excited, and it's just interesting how guys are surpassing him, and he's supposed to be the guy at light heavyweight. I mean, he gets no respect. I mean, shouldn't that bother him? Everybody's already saying, for a while now, Sergey Kovalev, is clearly the best, and he has the majority of the belts. I just thought it's just interesting to see him talk about who he wants to fight, but he's not out there fighting the guys that we want to see, and he's not getting any people ain't checking for you like that, Adonis Stevenson. So I don't know, man. Hopefully, he gets the winner of that fight, and we can get a good fight, because Adonis Stevenson is exciting to watch, and for all of us, we gotta see that man get in the ring. I'm out.